Hi viewers, I am Bhanumati. Now we'll see about Introduction to Chemistry, first lesson of the class 6. Okay, that is Introduction to Chemistry. The name of our topic is itself Introduction to Chemistry. Understood? Name of our topic is Introduction to Chemistry. Today we will see about what is meaning of chemistry and how it's important in our day-to-day life. So far we have come across in science, EVS or science, we have come across as parts of a plant. The shoot system and root system you will be familiar, and that in that usually we would have come across the biological lessons, that is the living things, room, that is parts of a plant, or how the animals will be there, animals and their young ones and their activity, that will be eating, moving, barking. In that way we would have studied, and so these are all coming under biological, livelihood, living things. About the living things you would have read. So these are all coming under biology. And the speed, okay, motion, force, speed, electricity, sound, these will be coming under physics. And what is the example we can give? If we throw a small stone in a water pond or a sea, whatever that is, water bodies, what will be happen if the weighing, that is weight of the object is weight of the object, and force will plays a vital role. About this, studying about this will coming under physics. For example, if we throw a small object or a small thrown in a water body, it will be splashing small quantity of water. If heavier objects, if we are throwing in the water body, more water will be splashing out. This will be coming under force, motion, speed. This will be coming under the topic physics. So science can be classified as physics, chemistry and biology. About living beings we are reading plants, animals, that will be coming under biology. So, speed, force, motion, moving from one place to another, electricity, current, and sound, this will be coming under physics. And what is chemistry? Chemistry defines the composition. What are all the ingredients? You would have known what are the ingredients in idlis, what are all the ingredients of chutney. In that way, the composition in the sense ingredients, composition and structure, depends upon that composition, structure will be varying, isn't it? Depends upon that composition, structure will be varying. So chemistry learns about the composition, structure. When the structure and composition is varying, definitely properties will be varying. As we are coming out from different families, we have different qualities in our behavior, isn't it? In that same way, the composition and structure gives the properties of a substance. So what is chemistry? Chemistry deals with the composition, structure and properties of the substances. Okay. Now, will any one of you can say any two chemicals in our day-to-day life? Easiest one. Will be able to answer any two chemicals. I'll be giving a clue. We breathe in. From the lower section we have come across this term. We breathe in. Yes, very good. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. We breathe in oxygen. We breathe out carbon. Very early classes also it have been, these terms have been started. We breathe in, all living things breathe. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. And plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen during photosynthesis, isn't it? These terms we have come across from these have been introduced in the very lower section to us. So the common name to this oxygen and carbon dioxide is air. Okay, so we can say air is an example of chemical. Is it easy? Easy example I said. Anyone say two chemicals in our day-to-day life, and that will be very easiest one. Without air, if you are switching off a fan for a few seconds, we cannot be in the classroom, isn't it? So air plays a major role for our lifestyle. So air is a chemical. Air is a chemical, so we should know about chemistry. Understood? Then what we use when we feel thirst, I am teaching to you for hours together. If we feel thirst, we'll be taking a water, drinking water. That is, water is also a combination of H2O, hydrogen and oxygen. So water also chemical. So we can say water in our daily life for drinking, cleaning, washing, watering plants. We have come across this uses of water: drinking, washing hands, brushing teeth, bathing, cooking, watering plants. So we can say in early age, water and air were probably the very first chemicals. What we can say? Water and air. Water, if we say without knowing anything blindly, we can close our eyes and say, for example, for chemicals, water and air. Okay, what? Because water is combination of hydrogen and oxygen. Air is a common name, and in that air we can, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide coming under air. So water and air are the chemicals, two first chemicals. Understood? Without knowing the classifications of chemistry, everything, early man used two chemicals such as water and air. Understood? And one more easiest example I'll give. What will happen if I cut an apple, keep it in open place for half an hour? Yes, changes into red color. It changes its color. So this is because of the reaction of air on the fruit, isn't it? This is because of the reaction of air on the fruit. Many more things we can see from our day-to-day life. The iron rod which is on the open place will be getting rusted. No, isn't it? For the gates, iron gates, we are painting every 2 years once, 3 years once. Why is it so? It will be getting rusted from the that is, atmosphere contain air, isn't it? That atmosphere contains moisture air also, moisture air. So this moisture, wetness on the air will get reacted with the iron metal and it forms a rusting. Rusting in the sense it will be eating away the metal. Okay, it will be so this iron gate will be getting spoiled. So we are to protect that iron gate, we are regularly doing painting on that. In that same way, one more thing, the girls will be wearing anklets on the foot. It will be getting changed into, that is, black color, because silver, made by the silver, anklets are made by silver, metal silver. This silver will be absorbing moisture and changes to black color. So we can see in the household articles such as brass or bronze, in the puja articles made up of brass or bronze, it change into blackish color or greenish color. That is because of the reaction in the air. The metal reacts with air and changes to green color. So we should realize the role of chemistry in our daily life. Our surroundings is getting affected or getting benefited by chemicals, and for that reason we should know chemistry. Okay. Then what is the concept of chemistry? Now that plays a major role in our lifestyle. Without chemistry, our life would have been dull. Without chemistry, our life would have been dull. It has helped us in every field of our life. Not only from the early morning we are getting milk, that is also composition of chemicals. Then they will be adding sugar to taste the milk, that is the composition of chemical. Common salt, without salt the food will be spoiled. One common salt name is sodium chloride, so that is also chemical. So daily life, without chemicals we cannot conduct a life, even for sugar or salt. And we are taking in a cup or porcelain that is made up of glass. That glass is made up of mixture of sand, soda and lime. Those are also chemicals. Then fuels, we are heating, that is also by fuels, may be petrol, diesel, kerosene, or even the gas, mixture of liquid gas, we are saying gas. Everything is chemicals. And in the industries like paints, drugs, fibers in the sense we are wearing clothes, civilized person wearing clothes, so these fibers are made by chemicals. Cellulose, okay. So this is sugar is sucrose, common salt is sodium chloride. So these will be in industries such as paints, drugs in the sense medicines, fibers in the sense dress material, soap, synthetic soap, toothpaste, we are brushing our teeth every day, twice a day, twice a day we are brushing our teeth. For that purpose, toothpaste. Dyes in the sense colored dresses, to making color, and that is dyes. And plastics, nowadays plastics plays an enormous role in our life. Plastics, so without this we cannot conduct our daily life. Glass, fuels, industries, medicines, drugs, we have seen medicines. And building material, for constructing houses also cement we need, that is also chemical. And paint, we are protecting the building with decorating with the paints, that is also chemicals. Then food particles should not getting spoiled, isn't it? For that we are using preservatives, that is also chemical. And if we are adding natural preservatives, will be sugar or common salt. For pickles we are adding common salt, so that will not be getting spoiled. In that same way we are adding, for candies we'll be adding sugar. Chocolates will be adding sugar, so that will not be getting immediately. For preservatives or chemicals in the sense sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfate will be using as a preservative. Vinegar also we are using as a preservative. Then in agriculture side also it plays to kill the insecticides. Sides in the sense kill. Side in the sense CIDE means kill. Pesticides, pest in the sense small insects. Fungicide, that also fungus. Then insecticides, insects will be having 6 legs and a pair of wings. The insecticides, insects will be 2 types. Some of that will be helping plants to grow, and other type insects will be spoiling the crops. But pesticides always spoil the crops. Okay. Next, fertilizers are chemicals which provide nutrients. We should use natural chemicals only, but to provide food to everyone, chemical fertilizers also can be used every now and then, not regularly. So as we are taking medicines to our body, chemical fertilizers can be used to the plants to provide nutrients to the crops, to increase the yield. Example, what are all the fertilizers? Name some fertilizers means we can name urea, calcium nitrate, sodium nitrate, potash, ammonium sulfate are the examples of fertilizers which can use to the crops to increase the yield. Understood? Then pesticides, we have seen pests are small one that will be affect the production of crops and fruits. For example, fruit borers is a moth, and fruit piercing marks. It will be piercing. While it is in the young one, that is in the flowering stage also, it will be spoiling the fruit. So fruit piercing marks, so that we will not be, human beings will not be getting the fruit. This is fruit that will be sucking the juice of the fruits. This is so the pesticides will be used to kill that. Then leaf feeding caterpillar. Leaf are food factories, or the food factories of the plant. So if the caterpillars eat that leaves, the plants will quite naturally getting wasted. So these are all small creatures, are always destructive in agriculture. Pesticides means always destructive in the agriculture. Insecticides, it has two types. It will be having 6 legs and a pair of wings. It will be transmit disease to human and livestock. So, two kinds will be there. One will be spreading diseases to human and living beings. Other one, beneficial insects. Beneficial in the sense, for example, we can say bees. For pollination, we need insects, isn't it? We cannot carry this pollen from one plant to another. So these insects are carrying pollen grains from one plant to another to get the good yield. So if it is much more, if it is a bad insects, we should kill that. For that we will be using DDT and a BHC. Then next one, fungicide or some substances which protect the crops from fungi. Fungi in the sense, it will be white color, that is with a non-green plants or that insect, that very small creature that will be causes that will be killing that crops. So for that, Bodiax mixture will be used. Bodiax mixture is a combination of copper sulfate. Copper sulfate will be in blue color, and the lime, we are using lemon, no? So lime juice and this water. Okay, so copper sulfate mixture of copper sulfate, lime and water is called Bodiax mixture, is used as fungicides. Next, hormones are groups of chemicals secreted in our body to control various activities. Hormones plays major role for our life. So that secreted many chemicals to control various activity. For that we can say pituitary hormone will be secreted in our neck, and it will be plays a vital role in our growth. Okay, if the hormone is much more, will be having gigantic look. If it is not secreted properly, will be having puny appearance. So we should, hormones also very important, control various activities of our life. Then enzymes are chemicals secreted by our body and react with food, water and oxygen as raw material. We are getting food, through our mouth, that will be digested by using these enzymes. Enzymes is made up of proteins that act as biological catalysts for digestion. Catalysis in the sense, it will be stimulating the digestion. For that it secretes many more juices. That is, enzyme plays a major role in our digestion system. So review of this lesson. Chemistry is a science that deals with composition, structure and properties of substances. What is chemistry? Chemistry is a science that deals with composition. Composition in the sense, I said ingredients. Mixture, what are all the contents in that composition? Structure, so it depends upon that composition, structure will be varying. When these two, composition and structure, are varying, quite naturally properties of substance also varies. Air and water are natural chemicals. We can say, give example for chemicals, we can say blindly air and water are natural chemicals. Then chemicals are inevitable in our daily life. So, in the form of fibers from our dress material, milk, fuel, preservative, building materials, etc. So, we should learn about chemistry. Okay, next we'll see about the assessment part. Give 2 examples for each of the following substances. Go, that is first one, food preservatives. For example, food preservatives, I said sugar and common salt. And if you are writing the man-made one is sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfate. This sugar we are getting from sugar cane, isn't it? So this is not man-made. Common salt also combination of sodium and chloride. This is also not man-made. Salt, how do we get? By evaporating sea water, we get crystal salts, isn't it? We get the salt and we'll be using. These are all natural, and this sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfate are artificial, man-made food preservatives. Then fuel, a liquid petroleum gas, petrol, coal are examples of fuel. Petrol we know we are using in our vehicles. Coal, in the village side or in the early side, people were be using the coal that will be in the black color. That is when we are burning the firewood in the sense that is dried branches will be getting black color coal. That can be also used as a fuel, or it will be sedimentation. Day by day, years together, millions of years together, the sedimentation on the earth side will be getting, that is also a coal. Okay, sedimentation we are getting from the earth, that is also used as a fuel. Usually in the people who can do ironing the dress materials, they'll be using coal even nowadays. They are not going for the electric iron boxes. Okay, then fungicides we can use sulfur or Bordeaux mixture. It is a combination of copper sulfate, lime and water. Understood? Fungicide example, sulfur is one of the example, and Bordeaux mixture, that is combination of copper, lime and water. These two are examples of fungicides. Then medicines, penicillin, painkillers, antibiotics. This is penicillin and painkillers we are getting when we are not doing well, headache, stomach pain, we'll be taking some tablets. Those are all painkillers. Antibiotics, with the medicine we'll be getting antibiotic tablets to immune our body, that is coming under medicines. Then building materials, cement, steel, glass, these are all building materials. These are all made up of chemicals. Then chemical war weapons, what are all the weapons we use? What are all the chemical war weapons in the war side? In the battlefield, what we are using? TNT, that is explosive trinitrotoluene. Then RDX, that is white solid without smell or taste, widely used as an explosive. RDX also bombs. We are saying RDX bomb, no? That is will be in white color without any smell or taste, used as an explosive. So till that we have completed the lesson, first lesson, introduction to chemistry. In the second, we will meet in the video of the second lesson, common laboratory apparatus and equipments. Thank you.